Greetings, YouTube. The Doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you in another commentary on Dungeons and Dragons and a live stream. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. Okay, so we are on room number 10 tonight. Oh my God, you know what I forgot to do? I totally forgot to open our thing tonight. D23 challenge. There we go. Okay. There it is. Now it's open. Okay. Now we're open. We'll put that over here. And we'll go back here and open that. All right. So we're on room number 10. And what are we going to do here? We got to make a room. Got to make a room off of here. So I think we're going to make a small hallway. And I mean, I think the basic gist of this is we're going to build rooms down this way and then come into here. So like this will be room number 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. So let's zoom in here. And we're going to hit the mask tool, and there we go. We got a hallway, and we're going to put another set of double doors at the end of the hallway. Copy, paste. There we go. There's our doors. We're going to have to really zoom in on those guys. We can put them all lined up and nice and even. Okay. All right, now we're going to make a room. So we're going to back to the mask tool. We're on subtract. I want to bring this down to 1. And I don't really... before we make the room, let's decide. This is going to be a combat encounter. And I do want to open game sources. We're going to go back to Xanthar's, of course, because Xanthar's is our encounter builder. Oh, no, that's not what we want. We want the encounter builder, not random encounters. Okay. And so we can get away with like one of these and a couple of these, or let's do 1 1/4 and 1 1. So let's go back into Tomb of Beasts 3, and I want to go to, we're going to go to the CR section here. And we're going to look up CR1s. CR challenge rating 1s. Because they're basically, I think we got to the Kobold Etten. We did. Herd Skulker. I don't know what that is. No. Neutral Evil. Medium. That doesn't seem to be, that's like a, that's like a werewolf type thing. I don't think that's the thing we want. Okay. So ice urchin. It's got to be something that that the kobolds are gonna be cool with. Ice urchin. I doubt it's gonna be an ice worm. What is it? Kamacine. Definitely not that. Definitely not that. Moppet. Oh, not that either. No. And they're a construct. Yeah, that's probably maybe young Myrmex. Those are good. That's a no-go. Offal Walker. Ooh, what's this? Oh, they're undead. I don't think this is going to be in one of the... This is like a pass-through room for the kobold, so I don't think it's going to be something like that. Although that is cool, I don't think it's going to be something like that. So we'll go back here. Manure ooze. What do they eat? Considerable threat to the farmhands, shepherds, and others who work in countryside. They can lie still for different until they kill and digest a farmer or grab unintended livestock. When the ooze runs out of food, it moves on to the next farm. And ooh, that might be... We might call this the garbage disposal. This could be the garbage disposal room. And we could have a big pile of poop. All right, I think this is what we're going to do. It's got 45 hit points. It splits. It's amorphous. Eye-watering stench. The manure gives off an odor so pungent. Creature starts its turn within 20 feet. Must succeed on a DC 13 Constitution save or have disadvantage. It's flammable. Oh, and then it does fire damage. And it gets one attack, and the manure ooze dissolves a corpse in its space in less than... Okay. And then I think we're going to do this. This is pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to create the garbage disposal room. And do those things have a climb speed? They do have a climb speed, so we're going to create a pit. So we'll create a pit. And are they medium? What size are they? They are medium, so we're going to create a pit. I have to figure out how to create a pit. So, is there pits in the stamp tool? Let's see. Pit. Not pig. Pit. I don't know. It doesn't say that there isn't one. All right, let's look. What's this? Stair hole. Okay, that might be something we want to use. That's like a well. That's a chimney, but it could be a pit, because we can make it big enough. We're looking for pit-like things. What is this thing? I bet that's a pot. Elven cups. Those are small. What's that? Wine press. Okay. Nothing. What is this? Chimney. Another kind of chimney, but we could make that into a pit. Not very pit-looking. Is that a record? Vintage wine. Oh, it's a wine thing. Okay. I don't see any pits there. I don't see any pits here. That is a barrel. Doesn't look like it's a barrel from looking down. There's a mimic there. What is that? Empty crate. Prison, sewer. I don't see any pits here. I thought there was a thing of traps that had a pit in it. I bet this is like a jar, a cup. Yeah, that's a... I don't really see a pit here. Let's go to the Fantasy Regional. I think these are all kind of 3D objects. There's no pits here. Fantasy World. That's basically the same thing. There's not going to be any pits here either. This is for making overland maps, and then we want watercolor. This might actually have something here. Dungeon. No pits here. Pit. I don't see any things that look like a hole. That is not a... That's a wall. that it? Wow, that's it. Okay. And there's nothing in traps, huh? No. What is that, like a rug? Death pudding. Oh, that must be a gelatinous cube, but they can't say gelatinous cube. Okay, let's go back up here. So they need to put some more stuff in here. So we're going to either use that, or we're going to use that. I think we're going to use that. And we're just going to make it bigger. I want to put it right there. Perfect. And there we go. Okay. And so I want to see. What does that do? Nothing. Trying to see. We can. What does this do here? Doesn't know. It doesn't really do anything. I think that's what we're going to have. It's just going to look like a hole in the ground. Now, we have to have a way out of here. And there's only going to be one way out of here. And it'll be another door. Because we want this room to be closed off. Because if it's going to be the garbage disposal, and I actually think we're going to move it over. We're going to move it over to the side here. Yeah, we'll put it to the side. And I am going to change this. Let's do that. Oh, do I want layer? Cast no shadow. Cast shadow on other objects. Cast shadows behind all objects. I guess we'll just leave it like that. We're gonna make it a little bit smaller here. And okay, just like that. Okay. And so the characters will come in. There's gonna be a pit. I want to see. Are there other kinds of chimneys? No. Let's look at and see what that stamp hole, that stair hole thing is. Let's look at that. Oh, that's big. Okay. So let's get that a little bit smaller here. Let's get a little bit smaller. Down to 25. Yeah. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Let's delete that. And let's delete that. And let's move this over to here. Okay. And okay. So there's and so it's going to be we're going to put some garbage in here too. That's a good idea. Didn't we have that? It's not garbage. I saw garbage in here somewheres. Oh, no, that's plants and stuff. What is that thing? Cacti. We don't want a cacti. We want garbage. That's rocks, probably. Animal poop. Animal poop. Oh. Manure pile. Milk buckets. Okay, that's some garbage. Let's think about that. And Fey, forest, gothic horror doesn't really have garbage. There was a sewer in here. Where is the sewer? Here it is. Liver plant. Sewer slime. Let's put some slime in here. And there's different kinds of slime. So we want to make this a little bit smaller here. Put some slime there. And I want to do that again. But this one, we're going to invert. That's the one we want right there. And we're going to put this. Oh, Darren Vallis, what's going on? How are you doing? I didn't even see you there. Just a little message to encourage the YouTube algorithm to pump up your stream in the recommendation thread. I think you are alone. At Power Gaming with the Doctor Dungeons & Dragons. What tool are you using here to make your dungeon? Sorry, I'm really hoping hopping in and out of the blue. I am using Incarnate is the name of the tool. I'm going to put some... Okay, that looks pretty cool. Now we got a little bit of slime on the edge of the... we got a little bit of slime there. So we are using Incarnate. That is the tool that we're using. It's a web-based, so it's INKARNATE. So if you type that in, I think it's like $25 a year. It's really not that expensive. It really isn't. Okay. So there we go. We got that. So let's get into writing. So we're going to go all the way down to room number 10. We'll go into number 9 first. That was the crib room. We're not doing any crib stuff anymore. No creepiness. This is the garbage room now. So we're copying that. And we're going to go to room number 10. The garbage room. Garbage room. Okay. And we've got a stinky room is going to be the stinky room. Okay. Darren says, okay, nice to see it in use. Some talk to me about it, but I never checked. I can see if it's worth it with this stream. Well, I'm going to tell you, there's another thing that I think makes it worth it. And that is, I'm going to move this over here so you can't see it. And then I'm going to go to YouTube. And I'm going to show you something on YouTube that does make it worth it. They have their own YouTube channel right here. And they actually do post videos pretty often on how to use it. And there's a lot of them. There is a ton of them. You can see there's a ton of videos, and this is all put out by the company that writes this software, and they show you how to use all. I mean, there's just great tutorials, and I learned how to make the dungeon. There's one in here that's how to create a dungeon. I can't remember where it is. It's hard to find, but if you go up to the here to the search thing and you put create a dungeon, it'll pop up. But there's everything in here for this, everything, and they're really good. I mean, they're all long. They're about an hour long each, and I think the guy that owns the company, he gets on here and he shows you how to make some cool stuff, yeah, I mean it's very cool, how to shade things correctly and how to create depth and shadow and all that. I mean, it's very cool. So, and I use these all the time. We play digitally a lot on a nice digital table where I am here, and I make all my maps on this, and then I export them as PDFs or JPEGs or whatever, and then go to town there. Okay, so this is and we've got an opponent creature in here, and that opponent creature is going to be... where is it? Where is our thing? It is going to be a manure ooze. Manure ooze. I love it. I love it. Okay, so how big is this room? We're going to do bold and italic. And how big is this room? That is not what I wanted. I wanted incarnate. This is going to be a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 by 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 by 25 foot room. This 25-foot square room is oddly empty except for the circular pit almost in the middle. A sickly, a slick greenish brown. Let's see. Darren says, really cool and seems more instinctive than me using print screen of maps that I create on RPG Maker. Yeah, I love it. I make all kinds of maps on this, and it is a fantastic program. I make them. I've had it now for about 6 months, and I love it. I love it. And I've done all my streams. This is room number 10 on this, and I've done all my streams on this. I think I've made probably 20 different maps with this. I mean, it's great. It is a really great thing. Okay, so let's see. A slick greenish brown sticky ooze clings to the sides of the flagstones of the pit. The room is permeated by a horrible smell, much like earth mixed with vinegar and rotten eggs that stings both your eyes and nose. Okay. Oh wow, we got 5 people watching all of a sudden. That is awesome. I love it. Remember to smash that like button. And all right, so the room is permeated by a horrible smell, much like earth mixed with vinegar and rotten eggs that stings both your eyes and nose. We are gonna do one other thing here. I am going to put a rotten corpse next to, because I know that there's corpses in the catalog here. The only thing I don't like about this program is there's a lot of stamps in here, but there isn't everything. That's the only thing I don't like. Are there different? Oh, there's different corpses. Let's do that. We're going to make that a little bit bigger, though, because that's like a halfling corpse or something. We're going to make a... Not that. That's about the big. That's about the size. Okay. There's the corpse. A rotten, decomposing corpse, humanoid corpse, lays on the western side of the circular pit. Let's see. That's a nice detail. I often forget the olfactive part of my descriptions, glancing over too quickly. Okay. Yeah, you gotta put that's good detail to put in. Gives the players kind of that. One thing I learned a long time ago about this, about writing rooms and creating encounters and things like that. You want to tell the players not only what they see, but you also want to tell the players what they hear, what they smell, and what they feel. Speaking of feeling, the air feels thick with rot. So not only do they smell it, and not only is it stinging their eyes, but they can feel like the air is heavy, and then you want to tell them what they hear as well, what they can see, what they can feel, all that. You want to engage the players with as many senses as they can. Okay, rotten, decomposing humanoid corpse lays on the western side of the pit. A mound of manure, a mound of black. Oh, what kind of manure do we want? I want it to be. Oh, I'm trying to think of the word here. I want it to be a mound of black something. Abnormal designs. What's going on? How are you doing tonight? Like I want it to be chunky. A mound of black chunky manure. Sits near the corpse, and a strange sucking sound can be heard from its interactions with the dead. There we go. Because it's going to be on it, and it's going to be eating it, basically, and it's going to be sucking the juices. It's going to be digesting the corpse and then sucking the juices out. So, all right. So a mound of black chunky manure sits near the corpse, and strange sucking sounds can be heard from its interaction. As the door opens and you enter. Let's see here. Abnormal Design says, "Good. How are you? Glad to see your process. Awesome. That's why I'm putting this out. I want everybody to kind of see the process. And this is a challenge that I'm doing, and we're on room 10. We've been doing this for 10 days straight. We got 8 more rooms before we end this level, and the characters then will be going to second level. As the door opens and you enter, the mound of chunky manure turns and starts to approach you. And starts to aggressively approach you. Almost grunting as it does. Okay, very good. All right. So we want to get off the bold and the italic now, and the mound. Let's see. So a little background. This room serves as the kobold garbage disposal room. We're going to bold this. Manure ooze. And just as a note to me, this is Tomb of Beasts 3 page. What page is this on here? This is on page 306. So that's a quick reference to me. So when I run this, I put the monster in bold, so I know there's a monster there, and then I put the reference in there if it's not in D&D Beyond, and then I can pick it up really quick. Let's see, the manure ooze does not act aggressively towards any kobold, as they are feeding it. Okay. The pit at the western side of the room serves as the ooze's home/lair. Let's see here. Darren Val says, nice little touch. Should be able to have a kobold corpse with a shovel in this room. That is the unlucky one that did empty the trash last, but wasn't quick enough, and it can help players to. Oh, that's a good idea. I like that. We can put that in here. That is an excellent idea. Never mind. It's not aggressive on them. Oh, yes, but I do like that because it'd be the unlucky kobold that could be in here. We'll leave it out. You're right. We'll leave it out. The pit at the west of the room serves as the ooze's home/lair. The corpse was an unlucky villager from the last raided village who was captured, tortured, and then left for the ooze as a meal. Okay. The ooze will aggressively attack any non-kobold intruders that enter. I guess intruders. I have to say intruders because intruders means that they're entering the room. Intruders. And oh wow, we still got 5 people watching. The ooze will aggressively attack any non-kobold intruders. Intruders trying to eat and dissolve them. Okay. And we're going to put a little bit of treasure in here. So we'll do bold treasure. So I do want to put something in here kind of nice. So at the bottom of the pit, we got to say how deep the pit is too. The pit in the western side of the room serves as the ooze's lair and is 15 feet deep. At the bottom of the pit, within buried within. I like that if you have a kobold player, it helps that the ooze doesn't make out the difference. No, it won't. It won't take. That's good. It won't make out the difference. Okay. Let's see here. Right at the bottom of the pit, buried in a 1-foot layer of fecal matter and decaying it's just decaying. Let's see here. By the way, I hope we can all forgive possible errors. English is not my native language. That's okay. English is my native language, and I have a hard time typing it out anyway. So, okay. At the bottom of the pit, buried in a 1-layer layer of fecal matter and decaying offal is. All right, now we're going to go to the Dungeon Master's Guide because that is where we do our stuff for the magic items. Rando magic items. Okay, and I thought there was a wand of +1 weapon, +1 shield. Rod of the... that's what I'm looking for, is a wand of the War Mage. While holding this wand, you gain a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls. In addition, you ignore half cover when making a spell attack. So we are going to put that in. So let's put that in. We're going to bold that. So buried in a 1-foot layer of fecal matter and decaying offal is a wand of a +1 wand. +1 wand of the War Mage. I think that's one word. It's really not it not really aged well after Tasha, this wand. That's not what I'm looking for. It is not one word. It is 2 words. Okay. I want to make sure that we get that right. So it's 2 words. It's a great item, I think. You know, it gives a +1 to hit with, and these are first level characters are going to be coming through here, so it should help them out quite a bit. Is a +1 wand of the War Mage, and we're going to call it 26 Electrum pieces. Characters will have to dig through the poo and offal to get the items. Okay. All right. No problem with it. It's more a little tackle against power creep. Okay. All right. Hey, I think that's our room for tonight. So that is room number 10, the garbage room. And that's cool. And we created a way out of the room, I believe. We got a door out of the room. I'm not going to put another corpse in there. I like the corpse that's there. So we got a way out of the room. We're going to continue to build rooms down this way. And then over, and eventually we're going to make our way into the center. So, Abnormal Designs says, no problem. Okay. So, all right. So that's what I got for everybody tonight. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody tomorrow for room number 11. So stay tuned, and make sure to go on the channel. We've got our Dr. Spell Prognosis video coming out tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. And that is going to, what are we doing tomorrow? We're doing, we just did Prestidigitation. I think it's going to be Produce Flame. I want to say Produce Flame. Let's look here. Is it Produce Flame? Let me go to my page here. Your channel. We have Primal Savagery coming out tomorrow. So I'm doing my review on Primal Savagery. So check it out, and I'll catch everybody. Oh, and Darren says, congrats, by the way, if you are in a kobold cave. Isn't the hallway a little too large? Nice work, by the way. Have a nice evening. You're welcome. Thank you very much, and I will catch everybody later.